murder. Kill, kill, kill. Cannibal walk the earth to get ill, blood spill. Eyes sunk deep in they skull, they bone chill. Fuel for survival, most for the thrill.
Yo, what up, internet? It's your boy, King Sleazy, in the Heezy, aka the Pink Scepter Boy, aka the Bare Chest Bandit, aka Captain Planet, aka the Goat Fucker, aka shit.
Today on the internet, we're going to discuss what postmodernism means. Now, a modernist would say, the sky is blue. A postmodernist would say, the sky is a deep cerulean hue. And a postmodernist would say, are you sure that's even a sky? That could just be a collection of birds and refracted sunlight. That's only a sky because you said it was a sky. To further illustrate this point, we've created for you a flowchart. Modernism! What is art? Postmodernism! What is? Postmodernism! What?
Now you see, there are some determined rules about postmodernism. First of all, you don't talk about postmodernism. Second of all, in postmodernism, you gotta have the idea that these other theories and structures aren't things you can understand. You have to literally act like an illiterate and not understand the theories that the postmodernists are throwing at you. Fourth of all, you gotta have a great concept of understanding theories in contradictory to number 3. See, this is because if you're gonna understand theory, the theory of post-structuralism you're listening to yourself, you gotta be able to understand how not to listen to the theory of postmodernism. And that, in a nutshell, is postmodernism, and how we roll here on ArtThoughtz-less. To even more brush up on postmodernism, you need to learn some of our large and intellectual terms, such as autonomy, epistemology, discourse, pastiche, meta-narrative, ambiguousness, paradox, and imminent failure. Continuing with the idea of imminent failure, we have today our guest, Michael Kalmbach. See, my boy here is a painter, a printer, and a teacher in the landscape of postmodernism. Here are some examples of his masterpieces that exemplify the rules and ideas we've talked about today.
What up, internet?
Alright, here with my boy, Michael Kalmbach. I'm going to start the interview. What is your favorite thing about yourself?
Well, that's a tough one. There's lots of favorites. The favorite thing, though? Shit, Joel. Probably my love of Canada Dry, Diet Ginger Ale, maybe my cut fastball. I don't know.
How much time do you invest in research when creating your works?
How much time do I invest in research? How much time am I awake? I'm on the job 24/7.
Well, we take one piece in the mind with the text 1 billion in China. We ask about the research because there's in fact 1.3 billion people in China. How do you respond to this? Is this an artistic license, or did you simply not know that there's 1.3 billion people in China?
Artistic license, but the thing about 1 billion people in China is what the piece says, not 1 billion in China. It's actually from a saying that my grandfather used to say to us all the time. Anytime that I'd be stressed out over something, you know, nervous about asking some girl out, or I had a big game to pitch, my grandfather would say, "What you worried about, Michael? 1 billion people in China will have no idea come tomorrow." So for me, that work has a lot of personal meaning, but then it also has this kind of broader meaning that can be interpreted by globalization, the neoliberal economy, and the fact that maybe 1 billion or 1.3, whatever, 1.3 wouldn't look good on a picture. But maybe they will know come tomorrow in 2013.
What do you feel is the best method of getting a show in a gallery?
Well, the only method, not the best method, the only method is to get real close with those gallery owners, those gallery directors. So, buy them a drink, hang out with them, give your time away to them. Just give it away. Come out of it.
What do you find is a curator's favorite sex position?
Well, the thing about curators is they love it when you're really creative. But they all have different favorite positions. I find the more the merrier.
How is your work important in the scope of post-modernism?
I don't have to answer that shit. It's right here. You see this? It's the Governor's Awards for the Arts. This picture is in the shape of Delaware. Somebody thinks it's important in this day and age.
Action.
Describe the process of making one of your most recent works.
Well, I mix a whole bunch of acrylic and a water-based polyurethane. I lay down the plastic material, Duralar Clear. I pour the paint onto the Duralar. I lift up the Duralar. The Duralar lets the paint flow down through it. I walk away from it, come back to it the next day, and that's it.
What would your 20-year-old self say to you right now?
He'd definitely say, dude, what the are you doing in Wilmington?
Do you believe that you and Hennessy Youngman are brothers but were somehow separated at birth?
Who the hell is Hennessy Youngman?
And that is post-modernism with our boy Michael Kalmbach. Peace, y'all. Have a good night, internet. See ya.